Last we left off, the group decided to help the paladin Abdumiel, a dragonborn of the Kaja Conclave, to retake a lost temple. The temple had been overrun by the Draconians and a brood of 4 amethyst dragons. The dragonborn had slain 3 of the dragons, but the 4th refused to leave the sacred burial chambers of the temple. Cutting their way through the Draconians, the group made their way through the temple and down into the burial chambers, where they met the child of Elithelithos, a young amethyst dragon. The dragon quickly unleashed a torrent of gravitational force from its breath, and badly wounded Turxian and Arvin. Turxian managed to restrain the dragon in a large web between the pillars, while Kime used his echo to reach the dragon. Arvin bolstered his allies and made sure to keep Turxian alive, while Panoply continued to fire a torrent of arrows into the beast. Finally, the monster fell, and the group was exhausted from their battles. Arvin quickly found the dragon hoard and began packing it away, while Kime and Panoply harvested the head as a trophy for the Society of the Obsidian Hunt. Abdumiel and the Kaja Conclave were very appreciative of the help, and a warrior priest by the name of Henoxian told Kime about the Red Dragon Forge within the temple, and how in history the forge was used to make powerful items. After resting for the night, the group headed back to Night Hollow, but decided against entering the town as they did not want to encounter the Venandi again. They managed to contact Herbert and tell him of the dragon trophy. Herbert agreed to send one of his long-standing huntsmen, Theg, to deliver the group's reward and obtain the trophy. Meanwhile, Turxian sent a message to Arphonia of the Volek state, and she confirmed that the Venandi had taken over, and it was probably best not to bring attention to the group, and that Vesalius would contact them soon. 2 hours east of Night Hollow, the group pondered their next moves. Should they seek out more jobs from the Kaj Conclave? As Kime was curious if the forge could be an alternate way to fix his grandfather's sword. Should the group head to the Valyrian Empire where Panoply and Kime have family, or does the group wait for the Volek state to provide more information? The group has many choices ahead of them. And this is where we begin tonight's session. You all just leveled up to level 7. If you just want to very briefly tell us what you all gained or obtained by leveling up, we will start with Panoply.
I'm gonna kill it before you guys even touch it, especially Kime, because I got an action surge.
So 2nd level into fighter, 5 into
Ranger? Yep.
ranger. Cool. Arvin, what did you get?
Arvin got to add 1 new spell and learned Ralathim's Psychic Lance, which is simply an alternate form of damage dealing.
With a nice incapacitation trigger on it.
Yeah.
You also swapped out a spell, right?
Yeah, low-level spell. I don't think it should be too big of a deal.
You took Disguise Self.
Right. I don't remember what I dropped.
You dropped Fairy Fire, I think.
Ah, there we go. Yes, it doesn't seem as if that had been very helpful to the group.
Kime, what did you earn?
Kime learned Echo Avatar. He can now see and hear through his echo for 10 minutes, up to 1,000 feet.
Kind of like a familiar.
Yes.
And Arvin. Turxian.
Yeah, Turxian took his 7th in Wizard. He grabbed, for his 2 spells leveling up, he went back and picked up Silvery Barbs, and also added Banishment. And then he also spent 8 minutes while we were hanging out here in the wilderness, copying polymorph into his scroll, into his book that he got from Egrith all that time ago.
Very cool.
So as you all sit in the forest, divvying out all this loot that you've accumulated for a while, since you haven't actually had time to really sit down, divvy it out, and sell it, as you still have plenty of stuff to sell too. Panoply, you hear a familiar little voice in your head, probably about an hour after Turxian contacted Erphonia.
Oh my.
Vinandi has captured some awakened Warforged. Seemed to be agitated. Simon was evacuated, but went missing. Kessa and agents sent to mountains northwest of Peliotrope.
Are we all actively looking at the map? There we go.
Fallen in with Kaja Conclave. Lying low. If we should also go north, please advise.
And you all kind of hear Panoply randomly talking to herself.
Which is unusual. She's actually quiet. Is everybody like away from everybody else? Our party?
I think we're divvying up, so we're probably sitting around. You want to share
Give me
something
10.
with the group there, Panoply?
Basilius was just letting us know that they have captured some of the Warforged and they evacuated Simon, but now he's gone missing. And Kessa and a group have gone to Peliotrope, which I think is north of Night Hollow somewhere.
Yeah, pretty far away.
I told them where we were and just that we were lying low and to advise us if they needed us there. I shrug like, what should I have said?
No, that works. If we're actually opening discussion on what we want to do next, I would like to chip in that I don't have anywhere specific that I'm looking to travel, but with our newfound wealth, I certainly would like to visit a large city, or really my wanderlust is kicking in.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much we haven't seen. I mean, that's kind of why Kaim and I got started.
Most certainly would like to leave the immediate vicinity and travel.
Yeah, we're not going back to Night Hollow. Maybe ever. Maybe ever. I hate to say this, Kaim, but
Right, depending on how strong Kaim feels about some of this forge work that's nearby, be easy to convince me to go elsewhere.
I think I'll be okay. We can go elsewhere.
I think we'll get more experience and like learn more about it, and I think it'll be great, Kaim. Like it's like training for something big.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, as a suggestion, obviously pending whatever you hear back in your head, Arvin kind of gives the side glance at Panoply. I believe that previously Ralapa had some air travel available. Maybe we could start there.
Can we casually like lean outside the tent or just? I mean, there's like people running around and just catch one. Is Ralapa big?
There wouldn't be anybody running around 2 hours outside of Night Hollow. If you
Oh,
stay
that's
here
right,
long
good
enough,
enough.
maybe you'd catch like a pilgrimage or merchants or something like that.
No,
From
we'll
wh-
just.
from what I remember, it was on the flight path
It's
in
it's
our
got to be big if
original.
it has like a,
I mean, I
a
don't think it was
tower
huge. It was more
airship.
just like a quick stop on the way over to the northeast.
I wonder. I don't remember all the places
Well,
that pilot said he went, but there were other
Ralapa
places.
was it's bigger than Night Hollow, but it's not huge. It's definitely more of a like middle ground trade destination.
Yeah, I think they were just dropping stuff off and leaving after the day.
Can I make a couple assumptions quickly? The mountain range, is that like a national or a natural border between Prospero and not sure what's that far north? What's the east of it? Is that like
Yes.
the okay, so it's the
So
border.
so over here, if my ping works,
Like northeast, we got Wallach State.
that's the
Right.
Volek state. Down here, that's the Kaja Conclave.
And
And then north of this river, if you see the river and the Kurtzwild Woods, south of that is Nation of Prospero, north of that is the Zamorian League, which is not really a nation per se. There are a lot of gnomes there. They're kind
and
of a weird group.
in the portal cities, those are not when there's a lot of Prospero people there because there's portals, but they're still independent, I believe, right?
Correct, as long as the portal city is not located within the Nation of Prospero. So Emnoth has a decent amount of the Nation of Prospero because it's a border, like a border portal city, whereas like this one over here is very independent.
Okay.
But the keepers or TSA agents, if you will, are generally some sort of Nation of Prospero wizardry.
And Emnoth is fairly large, I believe. I remember right.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Back in character.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, if we wanted to start making our way towards Paleotrope, we've talked about going to Emnoth. We can stay on the mountains potentially. I don't know how hard it is to travel in them, and stay outside of the nation and make our way towards another neutral city that's pretty large, at least in that right direction.
Do you think they have transportation from Ralapa north?
Would it be wise to wait until you get word or communication before we make our final decision?
I mean, I think the only road we can take is towards Ralapa. If we want to start walking in that direction, we could cut north.
Right in the middle of your thought or sentence to Arvin, you hear the voice again. Kaja Conclave poses no imminent threat, embroiled in a proxy war. Believe Simon has awakened and is following a voice. Rewards available by returning Simon.
Oh boy, our boy's back in town.
I relay this to the group. So, should we just cut around Night Hollow? I mean, we don't want to run into Prospero people also trying to encounter Warforged.
Might be.
I think we could probably work our way around enemy lines no matter which way we go.
Do you guys mind roughing it? And I look at Arvin's clothes.
Hey, just because some of us like to look presentable doesn't mean we can't rough it a little bit.
Do we need anything? Are you ready to go?
Are we heading northwest
Do you want to do that? I mean,
or
you want to go
east?
find...
East is going to be a lot shorter. Northwest is going to get us to what may be our more ultimate destination.
Wish we'd
And
ask those Dragonborn more about like how their transportation works.
would we have any knowledge from our trip in the airship or general world knowledge of possible transportation from Ralapa to the north?
North, like, just anywhere in particular?
Like travel by sea. Maybe there's a boat that would go all the way north, because that would kick us out up pretty close to Emnoth.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of merchant vessels that enter and leave Ralapa frequently, and there's a decent amount of air traffic too.
So we can straight up adventure and go northwest and run into many amazing things, I'm sure, in the mountains and the forest. Or we can spend a lot more money to probably make the trip quicker going east to Ralapa.
I mean, I like being in the woods and away from people, but I also feel like going into the Kaja Conclave is a safe bet. I mean, it would get us to a city for people who want to spend money. It would keep us out of... I mean, there's no... I assume no chance of running into Prospero there.
I'm Tirxian, thoughts?
I think Ralapa's the safer bet right now. If we weren't made, I'd say let's walk. But I think we just need to get out of the nation for a little while at least. Let the heat die down.
Time? Thoughts? Ralapa?
I'm thinking Ralpa as well. Kind of worried about the Venandi. I don't want them getting sent or a hint of our trail. Do you think they'll follow us?
Tirxian seemed to think that there was no hiding.
Panoply looks defiant at that.
I don't know. He seemed to take such an interest. We felt like we were singled out. If we can get off his radar, we should try.
Besides, we haven't seen that area yet.
I agree, putting the most distance possible between us and any agents in Night Hollow would be wise. And traveling by ship, whether air or sea.
So the
Would help
plan
that.
is to go to Ralpa, then take an airship to...
We could check to see if there's any airships available, or we could travel by boat to the north.
Like Gloom Coast on the map, or Seacut? Somewhere up in there.
Yep. I am packed up, got rations, weighed down with money, new spells in my pocket. Just so the group knows, I would have roughed it to the northwest. I'm just going along with all of you to the east, because that's what you wanted.
Maybe you'll still have your chance someday. I do want more arrows if we go for a long time cross country, though. So, heading to a town like Ralapa that's not that far off would be nice.
Right, Ralpa it is then.
We have Ben and Jerry.
Osed and Cookie.
And cookies and cream.
What?
Faux pas there.
All right, so you all are heading off to Ralapa.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, it is a 4-day journey from where you are to Ralapa.
Camping on the south side of the road, folks. When we camp at night.
Oh,
Yep,
sorry.
Arvin guessed it. Everybody roll a d6.
I didn't mean to hit enter there. Oh,
Shit!
God. Oh!
Thanks
I
for
don't know what
saving
that
me,
means.
cuz.
I don't know what that means. Is something chaotic's gonna happen? What happened with those little like fairies? Didn't they steal something from us?
Our egg!
Yeah.
Oh, the egg!
Kai was gonna fight, and it was like they were polymorphing right and left.
They polymorphed Turksine into a newt.
Man, hey, he can do it right back at him now.
All right. You travel down the road. Day 1 is perfectly fine.
Get some travel music going.
Oh, that playlist ended at the right time. On day 2, I think I have set you all to taking a long rest already, so you don't have to push it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
On day 2, at around noon, you come across a corpse on the side of the road.
Man, there are always dead people on the side of the road. What is going on? Don't people know how to
Well,
rough it?
a lot of them don't, you know. I will look at it carefully from 10 feet away.
Arvin's more interested in seeing if anything's sparkly.
It is a small humanoid in robes.
Halfling or gnomish, size-ish.
Size, yeah.
And panoply check out the surrounding area.
As you get closer, you can see like red scales on the body.
It's a kobold. Do I see any signs of disease before we go close to it? Or.
Make a perception check.
Okay. We don't want the heebie jeebies while we're traveling.
I mean, we could just walk past.
It's nice to know what killed it, just in case it might apply to us, though. 19.
Looking at it, it looks like the creature, died of exhaustion.
Go ahead.
Its clothes look very worn and tattered, and it is at the base of a rather steep incline on the south side of the Nahujan Pass. So essentially coming from the mountains to the south.
He might have just gotten lost on a pilgrimage or something. Do you guys want to loot it or respect it, or what do we do here? Walk on?
Arvin would certainly like to poke around.
Kyle will search his body for anything of value. He's dead. He doesn't need it anymore.
I mean, I mainly agree with that, as long as he doesn't have something that we can catch.
And if we don't
Okay.
do it, somebody else will.
This kobold, as you... Well, somebody can do... One of you who are searching it can do an investigation check.
Arvid?
Investigation. That looked like an 18. I think your game's broken.
You said the dice look like an 18?
That was like in between the two. It was a 2, I'm sure.
It might have rolled at the last moment. Arvin pokes and prods around and finds a journal, which was fairly easy to find on it, and she, you're not entirely sure about kobold anatomy, wears a necklace with a small piece of aether mote.
Small piece of aether, like the purple glowing crystal?
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Don't remember these being great to try to sell off. They raised a little bit more questions than they were worth.
I think it'll look good on you with your colorful ensemble.
Purple
thank
and
you.
orange?
I can make it work.
And red cape.
I'm good to move on.
Do I remember, like, when there were fatalities in the camp where we were staying near the temple, did they treat them any particular way?
They burn their dead.
I don't know if he's gonna catch. Is there anything? There's nothing else around here that would catch, though.
It's just your traditional pass in between two mountains. So, I mean, there's trees around and whatnot.
Do you guys want to just goop some of this, like, moraine over him from this cliffside? Well, it's fallen down anyway. What do you think?
Yeah. You want to make like a pyre or something? Can we contain it with some rocks so we don't burn some of this
I
stuff
don't.
around?
What do you think? I mean, I don't know if he's gonna catch unless you have like oil or something, which I don't. But if we just bury him, like at least we're doing something. It helps keep animals off our trail too. That necklace doesn't smell, does it?
It's
Does?
just pacing back and forth.
I'll just drag him off to the side, like under that cliff area where there's bound to be like rock falls that have happened, and just kind of like scoop a lot of the moraine and rocks over him.
Okay.
I look pointedly at Kym until he helps as well.
Sure, I'll help.
I'm good.
Alright, so you just bury the creature and head on?
Yes.
Okay. Rest of the day is rather uneventful. Alright, everybody roll another d6. An eventful day. Well, okay, nope, you rolled a 6.
Oh god, the sixes are bad. What?
6s or something.
It's 2 in a row for me.
On your way through, you come across a merchant caravan.
Merchant!
Let's approach and see what's available. Hail.
Looks like a rather large convoy of a good 10 different wagons.
Wow, it's huge.
There are quite a few armed guards too. As long as Arvin approaches first, should be no issues.
Panoply's not going first.
Absolutely.
I will follow.
Is my internet working? Come on.
Putting up a map.
I was trying to figure something out.
Otherwise, I will just approach a merchant and
Oh.
inquire about available wares.
Yay.
That's what I'm trying to do, but my internet is, or this page isn't working.
Whoa. Does he have arrows?
Escort?
Yeah, they'd have arrows. Stupid website not working.
I get the clicks, it should work.
Click it like 10 more times and maybe it'll happen.
Damn, this is annoying. Okay.
I deducted 2 gold and added 2 more sets of arrows. But I did it in D&D Beyond, so hopefully that's the going rate everywhere. Can you send one of us the link and see if another one of us can open it? Maybe that'll test the internet question at least. Or does it have secrets on it?
Yeah, let me try to send it.
Okay. What things do you want me to use?
Medium and medium.
Do you want weapons, armor, wondrous scrolls, potions?
None of them selected. Or do I have to select all of them?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. No, I figured it out.
Okay.
Nope, it's still... Oh, there we go. Okay.
How does one generate a store if you have nothing to sell?
Okay, so it makes you choose all of it. Here we go. Okay. Do. Alright, so they are normal merchants with normal wares, so any basic stuff you can probably find restock up on, like arrows. They'll probably buy stuff too, but they do have some magic items for sale.
Oh.
Adamantine breastplate?
What? I thought I was
So
wearing something rare.
that's the medium armor version, not the heavy.
Oh.
You have the adamantine full plate.
Dirksen, do we want to take this chance to offload any items that we don't want that we're just selling for money?
Sure. You can find a good price for them. Go for it.
Yeah, do we have a list of the stores and loot stuff?
I'll just post it real quick.
Cool.
Make it easy.
Yeah, so we'll look to sell that stuff for sure. Obviously, buy some arrows. I need to take a look and see how my stock is doing as well. Yeah, I'm still quite good. So, Mr. DM will look to sell the items that he posted there, and then any gear that we see here useful for anybody?
I posted a list of magic items.
Yep, I gotta look them all up because I don't know them offhand. Two-handed weapon.
Some of it's very expensive. I don't. Unless we needed something specific.
Radiant resistance. That would have been nice.
They have spell components.
Yeah, they can scrounge up about 200 gold worth.
Done.
But we could trade in some stuff for that too. Or whatever.
It's fine.
They'll give you full value on those items that you're selling. Those are like generic items.
Cool.
So 2,565 gold worth.
If it's easier, you can just take out price for arrows and spell components from that.
I've
mean,
already
Yeah, I did.
I've already done it on mine.
Okay, cool.
Arrows are damn cheap, honestly. I would like to ask the merchant what is that, and point at the potion of fire breath.
Merchant's like, well, that one's a fun one. You drink that, then you can breathe fire like a dragon.
Is Kime just kind of idling around?
That seems pretty cool.
He was eyeing that fire breath as well.
I'm going to buy it. You got to do this. Like, this will be amazing after you eat chili. It'll be just like that. So I will buy it for Kime.
I'll definitely try it.
Just don't point at me when you do it, okay?
All right, don't be in front of me when I do it.
Like I'm ever in front of you, I can help it.
Alright. They will sell that to you for 150 gold, and he chuckles and says, just don't be behind your friends when you chug it down.
Wait, it can come out that end too?
No. The You know what? I'll let you figure it out. Other than that, not too much for the day. That was the excitement.
Cool.
So, pleasant breakup of journey.
All right, day 3. Everybody roll a d6.
And what Kime
Oh, no.
giveth, he also taketh away.
Kime. As you all pass through, we'll pretend this is the path, even though it goes north-south. Characters.
There could be bends in the road.
Who's missing? Panoply.
Do you see me on there yet? I see me.
Yep. Oh my gosh, why does it always do this? Technical difficulties.
We're with you.
Panoply, you notice not so much a noise, but that all too disturbing lack of noise when you get the idea that something's not right.
Everybody be quiet. Stop.
Kime shuffles.
Kime! Stand still. Do you guys hear that?
I hear Kime shuffling.
Get off the path. Get off the path. I promptly turn Osa and like nudge him into the side there. Dirksian.
I guess you guys have horses too, don't you?
I mean, technically, but we can just like say that we're on them for the time being.
Do you want to stay on them?
I'm gonna get off and do a quick scout. I will hand Turksian my reins for the time being. And I'm just gonna sneak around the perimeter to try and like something's wrong, but I can't pin it down and I can't see anything directly.
Oh man, she always tells us to hide, then just disappears.
You can, if you look very closely, you can see flashes of her as she's running between like the shadows of trees. I'm being sneaky. I'm doing this quietly.
Okay. What you see is fairly difficult to comprehend. Feels like this song is loud. Okay. Um, you see like a diamond-shaped object, like floating in the air.
How far from me?
You see one about here,
Okay.
and another over here.
I will quickly and quietly go back to Turxian. Here, I'll take your horse. Go sneak up there quietly, and there's like a thing floating in air. Like it's. Did you see where I was? Here, we'll tie the horses back there and I'll go up with them. So I'll like go back and then take Turxian up with me. Do you know what that is? It looks magic.
Do I know what that is?
When you get to about there, Panoply, you notice that the diamond-shaped object sort of crackles, and Turxian and Panoply, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Shit!
Okay. And as Turxian gets closer and closer, the object starts to shift. And it starts to unravel and makes this horrifying clicking sound. And it unravels into this.
Oh God!
Did Turxian or did Arvin and Kaim do anything while they were moving up?
Light up my horse.
I wasn't moving up at all.
Come here, squishy wizard. Let's go look at these crazy-looking beasts.
The creature has no eyes, but it looks directly at Turxian and lets out this just strange, vibrating, humming, clicking noise. And I would like all of you to roll for initiative.
Fuck!
Alright, we all hear it. Got it.
Sounds like my fridge.
Sounds like a 10-line June beetle, which is terrifying.
Wait, did mine roll? God damn it.
I don't see
Nope.
it.
Oh, come on. You had a chance.
Typical.
Alright, Turxian, you are not sure what this is, but it looks horrifying.
Alright,
Oh,
guys,
shit,
let me know when
I'm
the fight's
first.
over.
Well, Turxian's gonna hope these things are not very smart and see how far. Okay. He's gonna target the one closest to him and he's gonna Tasha's mind whip it, I guess.
Nice roll, man.
Okay, Give me 1 second. I believe it succeeded.
It succeeded. All right. With that, he's going to essentially turn and run. And that will end his turn.
All right, Panoply, your turn.
I will throw down me spider. Go Theros! And I am going to toss Theros out right next to this one in front of us. Do you have a spider model? I don't think it does it automatically, sadly.
Should be in your character folder.
Oh, cool. Thanks. God, he's so cute. Okay, so Theros will... Okay, so I tell Theros, please attack it. And then I'm going to do some... Am I going to do anything? I'm going to do... Hunter's Mark on it. And I cast a spell, so I cannot take a second action. Is that correct? Like second attack, right? But I can take. Do I take Dread Ambusher? Oh God.
Oh, I don't think you can Dread Ambusher if you don't use the attack action.
I agree. Okay, so I'm just going to Hunter's. Well, no, I can't Hunter's Mark it because that's 2 spells.
Always Action Surge.
I could. Can you double cast spells on Action Surge?
Yeah.
I think
Sweet.
so.
I'm gonna.
The only limitation to casting 2 spells in the same turn is if you cast a bonus action spell.
Where's Hunter's Mark is, so I can't cast that. But I will just do my Action Surge. My cool new Action Surge.
Yeah, if you use a bonus action spell, then your action spell has to be a cantrip. You also couldn't concentrate on 2 spells at the same time.
Yeah. I'm pressing Action Surge, but it doesn't do anything.
Should just take the resource away from you.
Okay, well, it's not doing that.
No, sure isn't, even though I tested it before the game.
Okay, but anyway, I don't have an Action Surge anymore, and then I'm going to shoot it. Oh, there it goes. 18 hit.
Yep.
10 damage. And then I will actually move away from where my poor wizard is. I'm done.
You have like 2 more attacks.
Oh my god, that's right.
You have 2 attacks normal and your Dread Ambusher.
I fucked up the whole thing by casting a spell. It was weird. Look at it go.
My goodness.
I think I'm done now, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it?
But now Theros goes. Immediately after my turn. And attacks
Correct.
him.
Yep.
And he bites him. Viciously. Look at him. What a good spider. For 10 damage. I'm done all the way now.
From the back, you hear, Penny, why is it not dead yet?
Gilfie's turn.
Gilfie was pretty far back, so she's gonna spend her 60 feet moving up. And I think that's it. I think she can only use the help action. The familiar can't attack, but it can take other actions as normal. Oh no, so it can dash.
She can dash, yeah.
Okay, and she's gonna dash. And then her turn.
Alrighty. The creature far away chitters across the ground. And dashes toward Panoply. And that's its action and dash. The other one, seeing this annoying little creature in front of it, makes 2 claw attacks. First one misses. Oh, that was nearly a crit.
It's too small.
Second one does connect though,
Oh no, poor Theros.
and nearly kills there.
Poor Theros.
Arvin, your turn.
Arvin would like to use his cape to teleport as an action.
All right, you can, I believe, go up to 500 feet.
Don't know if I need to actually use anything.
Yeah, it should be magic items or spells. Let me look.
Not under spells.
It's not anywhere.
Did I ever equip it on my character sheet? Maybe. Yeah, it's under equipment.
Oh well, I'll mark it off.
Okay. We're gonna fly up here. And that is my action. I can still bonus action, correct?
Correct.
Perfect. We'll use a little bit of bardic inspiration on our pal. I did not take a spell slot off or a slot off of it because one was missing for some reason.
Okay.
And that is my turn. Poof! I just appeared there.
Kime, your turn.
And he is going to run 15 feet. Bonus action echo 30 feet away. I think it's 30 feet. Let me verify that.
Yeah.
Oh, within 15 feet of you. So,
Oh, okay, yeah. Yep.
and then the echo is going to move. Oh, shit! I did this all wrong. All right, echo's gonna move 30 feet. Time is gonna move the extra 15 feet. Then call it a day.
Do you want to use a second action to dash or anything?
I did this all wrong. All right, let's just say that I bonus action echoed now, and so it'll be like 15 feet in
Yep.
front of me. And that'll end my turn.
Alrighty. Turksine, your turn.
All right. Turksian is gonna see I'm bringing up the rear and just be like, "Hey, we need you over here, buddy." And he's gonna cast Vortex Warp on him.
I immediately failed the check.
Oh boy.
Alrighty. Time flies.
Time flies right here next to Panoply.
Yes. Thank you for the taxi. So considerate.
Anything else on Turksine's turn? Or I guess we're just... Oh, did Turksine go bye-bye?
He's still in the forest, I think.
It doesn't show as in the game.
Rip.
They ate him!
Oh no. One jumps out of the bushes from behind him. Chittering.
Smacking its little mouth parts.
That's like those little tiny praying mantis hands in front of his mouth, rubbing back and forth.
Brain mantis? A
Yeah.
praying mantis. Okay, sorry. I thought you said brain mantis, which was like too appropriate.
Blood dripping from its maw. Just saw that it was 10:30 and it was break time. Or his transformer exploded across the street.
That would be sad.
Can you hear me?
Yes!
Hey!
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I was just asking if there's any place I could use my movement to try and climb upwards and get a better vantage point after I've launched time.
There's not too much that's vertical other than a tree.
Okay, I'll just probably stay here then.
FYI, it doesn't show you in Foundry, so you might need to reload.
Did I lose connection again?
I think so. Can you hear us?
I can now, yes.
Yeah. It looks like Foundry kicked you out because you don't show as an active player in the game.
Oh, okay, let me refresh.
Alright, Panoply, your turn.
Ooh, this is scary. I will. Move away and risk an opportunity attack. Hit me.
It certainly will.
Hunter form? Jeez. I will do my own chili burp at it. For a little damage. Yeah, that's right. You take that.
Am I allowed to use a reaction from that?
Yep.
I will.
Wait, what?
Sentinel, bitch.
If it attacks anybody but him.
Wow.
Within 5 feet of me.
Good timing.
That's why I wanted him right next to Panoply.
Good job, team.
Either way, it can't move. Its speed is down to 0.
Zing.
Very nice.
Okay, and then I'm sorry, I will spin around after I hellishly rebuke it and shoot it sometimes. I will say Theros' sheet is too big. It's annoying.
By the way, my echo goes poof since I'm too far away from it.
Does it?
Yep,
That's at the
30
end of
feet.
your turn. Yep, it's at the end of your turn.
Considering I moved.
Which one did you that doesn't matter. Okay.
I shot the one your time.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Your echo is fine because it only checks the 30 feet at the end of your turn.
And it's the new round, so okay, alright, perfect.
Did that double do that? That was very weird.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
It's-
I did it
it's the-
twice, the same exact thing.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Weird luck.
Yeah, okay. And yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty, Gilfy.
All right. Gilfy is gonna fly by the one in front of Kime using the help action on him, then fly up into the tree and end her turn.
Alright. The one next to Kime. Well, it can't move, so it's just going to make 2 claw attacks against Kime. Would be a crit,
Let's go.
but Kime can't be crit. Kime takes 19 damage.
Can't be crit. I don't know. That seemed pretty critical to me.
Alright, next one. We'll take a swipe at Theros. I think Theros is not long for this world.
He served his purpose. Good spider.
And then moves quite quickly, I should say. And takes a swipe at Panoply with its last claw attack.
Oh,
I shrug out of the way.
Alright, Arvin.
all right. We've got to try out our new spell. So we're aiming directly at the closest mage hunter, unleashing our new psychic lance.
Okay. All right. So it failed. So it's
Incapacitated.
incapacitated, which is pretty awesome. However, make sure it will use its reaction as you cast the spell to consume and destroy.
What?
Sounds great.
Sounds terrible.
How could you leave off after those words?
What's happening to
You
you?
can't say consume and destroy and leave.
Did it ask you for a saving throw?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't wanna. Okay, that seems good. Am I
You
good?
only rolled an 18 on that?
Am I good?
Actually, that's fine. Yeah, you are fine.
Okay. I'm inspiring Kaim, and then what happened? What did he do? What is that?
He only took half damage from the spell, and he tried to reflect the other half to you.
Oh, that bugger. Okay.
But
my
he's
turn.
incapacitated.
My turn's done.
All right, Kaim, your turn.
Stay on the one that he's on. This one next to him.
He can't take reactions, by the way. Panoply. In case he's
Oh.
still alive and you want
And
to
he
run.
already used his one reaction too.
Not using that.
Can't do that.
Kaim. Wait, do you have inspiration?
I did, but I took a risk.
Uh,
Yeah, you just barely missed.
That's our boy.
no.
And
That's what it's there for.
action surge and attack. No. I'll end this turn.
Alrighty, Turksine, your turn.
I assume I see the one go limp in front of us, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, probably should
Not
have that one
necessarily
up there.
limp, but it just looks like it's kind of just sitting there for a moment.
All right. Then in that case, we are going to just firebolt it.
Alright. Things looking fairly beat up.
That will end his turn as well.
That was a low roll on that firebolt.
Yep.
Panoply, your turn.
Mwah, I will step away from this icky thing.
Doesn't do anything.
Excellent. And I will plain old shoot it. Or not. But I'll try again. Hey! And I'm going to favored foe it.
Okay.
Which is good.
1.
My damage sucked a lot.
Yeah, you wrote a lot of ones there.
I'm done now.
Alrighty, Gilfie's turn.
Sylvie's gonna fly this one, use the help action for time, and then back to her tree.
And the one next to Kime is going to continue clawing at him. It's a hit.
Ah!
And a second claw. Misses. Alright, the other mage hunter's incapacitated. Arvin's turn. This thing loses incapacitated. Alright, Arvin, your turn.
Goody. We're gonna throw a healing word over on Kime. And we're gonna boost that up a level. 2nd level spell. Good roll. And after watching that display of shooting from over in the corner, we're going to toss a little inspiration around.
I hear the guitar playing just for me.
Yeah. And positioning looks good. My turn is done.
Alright, Kime, your turn.
Right. The Echo is gonna run over and attack twice.
Oh, why does that keep coming up? Okay.
And yep, let's do it. Fucking save.
Oh my god, it's hanging on by a thread.
To
Joy!
unleash incarnation on it. Worked, okay.
Barely hits.
And I'm going to action surge and attack this guy twice. Okay.
Why? Man. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. You can minus that back on.
They have screwed up action surge. Okay.
So, Kai's first attack is with advantage. Didn't need it. Attack. Turn. Actually, I didn't use a bonus action, huh? second wind. Yep, bonus action. Yep, doing it. And now that'll end his turn.
Alrighty. Turxian, your turn.
Okay. I think Turxian is going to take out his wand of magic missiles, which should have more than enough range to get there.
Yeah, I think it's 120 feet.
Yeah, it's not in my inventory or my magic items, and I don't have it prepped. So let's see. It should have all of its charges left. So I'm gonna burn 5 charges, which would make it be 5d4 plus 5. No, 7d4 plus 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ducks recover.
I'll just update that on
21.
Hot shit.
Creature falls down dead.
Let's go!
Sorry, I apologize to Turxian. Look, I don't know what it was.
okay, I don't know if I know what it is now.
Panoply goes and starts poking around. Has it got any like interesting parts?
It has glowing purple spines on its back.
Are they like
Is
would
it
fit in a
Aether mode?
quiver?
No, they're huge. It has no eyes. It has a nasty looking mouth, has strange little appendages, and then like arachnoid type arms. But it can essentially like shell up into sort of a diamond shaped drone and hover across the ground. But when it's not in that form, it looks like that.
It's scary. I would like to take one of the spines and detach it, like, I don't know, like a 4 to 5 foot one, if they're that long.
Okay, roll a survival check. As you go to detach the spine, it sort of cracks off and it stops glowing. And this nasty, viscousy, purple fluid starts to ooze onto the ground.
I broke the glow stick, didn't I? May I try again?
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Second time's the charm.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the second time was harder, but you passed. You notice that the spike is it's embedded deep like almost like a hair follicle, and you go to dig it out and move around the spike, and as you pull it out, there is an attachment into the body where the purple fluid goes in and out of the spike, but you sort of stopper it, and the spike stays glowing this purplish color.
Okay, I'm just gonna take it with me and strap it to my horse and maybe do something with it later.
What happened to the floating
Can
diamond?
That was it. They are like, they roll into this little isopod form that's like a floating diamond.
Arvin looks
Do
dejected.
we have a few minutes here? Think it's safe to stay here?
I think we killed what was here, so. The birds are singing again. You hear that?
I still hear
That's-
boss music.
I'd like to ritually cast Detect Magic if we have 10 minutes.
Okay.
Just see if anything of these creatures is magical or not. That glowing purple thing doesn't really sound natural.
Yeah, they give off some sort of strange magical energy. More specifically, the spines. It's almost like a divination type magic.
Was it fairly obvious that they were focused on Turksian? Like, would he have known that or sensed it?
Yeah, as soon as you got within 120 feet of it, the diamond sort of started emitting those strange clicks and buzzes.
Well, I can't help but think this might be coincidence.
That didn't work. Anything else you guys would like to do?
Not unless we have time for like a short rest.
Is everyone feeling very poorly?
Time is it? Maybe we could take a long rest.
I don't think it's a long rest time yet.
It's like 2 o'clock.
Take a short rest and move on.
I'm okay with a short rest.
Sure.
Is anybody using hit dice rolls?
I will be.
Alright. I'll do an extra D6 that you can add onto it.
Looks like I gotta do hit dice. Nice.
I'm gonna use my Arcane Recovery to get back both of the second levels I used.
And then Arvin, did you play the Song of Rest on the 3? Is that what that is?
Yeah, you add 3 to any
Okay.
if you're doing a hit dice recovery.
I healed for too much.
That's not a bad thing. It doesn't cost anything for me to sing for you guys.
After Panoply kind of investigates the spine and she's carrying, or like looking at it too, she's gonna hand it to Kym. Maybe grab another one and sword fight him with glowing spines. To be funny.
Careful, children.
Alrighty, I think we will take a break there then. Come back in about 10 minutes.
Sounds good.
Alright. Alright, you all take a short rest. Continue the rest of your day. Nothing too interesting happens though. On the final day, you make it to Ralapa. As I said, it's larger than Night Hollow. Mostly a merchant port city, lots of fishermen too. Fishmongers and the type. What do you plan to do once you get to Ralapa?
Probably need to investigate options for travel from the city to the north, either by boat up the lake or find out if there are airships that commonly stop by.
Make sure you ask about horses on both too.
Are we planning on staying for a day or two, or going right away?
Soon
We're-
it'll probably take us a day to figure out what we're doing.
We're in no rush.
Okay. Probably need some stables, maybe an inn, or check with the Obsidian Hut if there's a chain here or a location here.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think
We
about
are
that.
members. Sleep there.
You do not find one at Ralapa.
No.
Probably get the feeling that they're spread out more. And with Ralapa being so close to Night Hollow, the likelihood of one being here is very low.
Fair enough. Guess it's an inn we will stay.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know if I should be the one to check out the stables, or
I mean, I'll go with you if you want.
The inn that you find has essentially a stable attached. And they offer you room, food, and stabling for the for the price of 1 gold per person.
Done deal.
done deal.
The tavern that you find is called the Filthy Trout Tavern.
Is it indeed filthy?
It smells like fish.
Do they have fish and chips?
They sure do.
That, please.
I know what we're eating for dinner tonight.
Alright, so you all stay the night?
Yes. Panoply will kind of take a stroll by night just to see how the town looks.
And
But she'll come back.
Kym will probably check out some of the merchants to see if they have anything of note. Mostly armors and weapons, potions.
Depending on how much time we have to explore, I would definitely be trying to get as many spell scribing components as I can get my hands on.
Alright, make an investigation check.
Both of us? One of us?
Just Turksian.
Okay.
Okay. You can find up to 1,000 gold of scribing components.
Done.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
I will buy all your reams
Done.
of paper, please.
This list is too big.
How long does that last?
For him, like 20 minutes.
Let's see. I currently have 1,650 gold worth of spells that I have not scribed that I can scribe.
Do you have like an entire like saddlebag dedicated to paper products?
Oh, I don't even really need paper. I just need components to practice with. This subclass is just weird. Like, you don't need paper, you don't need ink, you just need training material.
Yeah, it's just a balancing rule.
Yeah.
Look at all these things. Flame tongue longsword. An ivory goat?
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Oh my god. Fuck. Ooh.
This is a port trading town, so depending upon the week or the day, a lot of merchants are here.
Ring of X-ray vision. That is so pervy.
Hey, look, a rope of climbing.
Yeah. Oh my. Did I say 18,000 gold for that?
That's
That's-
pretty pricey.
It's pretty strong though, I bet.
Basically, it requires a toenail from a frost giant.
Nobody wants to ask.
Yeah. That's
Like,
price
frost
for that.
giants generally don't give their toenails up.
I think they just are laying around dead pretty often.
After maybe a couple adventures.
Okay, I'll have to check some of these out. Mainly the goat. Statue of the beast.
Kaim is interested in 2 of those items. Figurine of wondrous power. I guess that's what you're all looking at.
Yeah, I'm reading. There's a lot of reading. A lot of goat reading.
Oh, okay, I see. So it's only one of those items, and we got the goats, or that's the goats.
Yeah, looks like it.
Those are very funny though.
The
Dude,
goat
why
of terror.
not?
What? The goat of travail becomes a giant goat for up to 3 hours. What does that do?
It fights. Look at it.
It's an actual summon.
Oh, if you hover over it. Okay, I see. Oh, he's a dumb goat. He's a strong goat.
Have you met a smart goat?
I haven't met a goat before.
Never like physically seen a goat.
Yeah, well, I mean, like petting zoos and stuff, but I've never fought with one.
Okay. I will grant that I have not fought a goat either.
I've never battled a goat, nor a giant goat.
Your bracers of archery are doing the wrong thing.
What are they doing?
They're adding the +2 to the attack roll.
Ah. Well, that's annoying, because that's not what it's for.
I thought I saw that during the fight, and I wasn't gonna stop the fight.
Bro, it makes people be frightened. Oh, that's so cool.
What things was Kai looking at, just out of curiosity?
Goat statue and something.
The goats and the flame tongue longsword.
Oh, that is pricey. Besides, I'm out walking the night, so...
Kai might inquire for some for some jobs while we're here. I don't know. I doubt there's gonna be any that could pay that much.
What's the difference in attack for the flame longsword compared to yours?
Pretty sure it's best in slot for fighters.
Is that a random cultist in the world?
I was testing out your sword.
My longbow.
Or bow.
I'm really looking at that potion of psychic resistance too.
There's one at the last place we were at.
Yeah.
It's a sign. Oh no, that was radiant resistance. Never mind.
Right.
So if you get
That was a ring. It was a potion of fire breath, the last one.
kind of if you get that sword, is it not +1 like yours though?
It's not +1, however.
I mean, it's on fire.
It should be +1, I thought.
No.
No?
No. That would
The
be
thing-
so overpowered.
The thing is, it gives me an extra 2d6 when I hit. Every hit.
When it's on fire.
I think you need to talk to your cousin about how she would feel about that.
It doesn't cast. Oh, it does. God, it's gotta.
40
I mean,
foot.
I can outshoot that radius, honestly.
No, might make her grumpy.
That is really bright, though.
Well, everybody's checking out the shops. I am going to check around town, see if I can find some information about airships and possible travel.
Where are you looking to travel to?
We are looking to travel
Or if you want to
north.
throw some ideas out.
Yeah, I believe Emnoth. I don't know if heliotrope is an option.
Or Seacot is close to Emnoth if they.
Well, that's a smaller town. In comparison to Emnoth, I presumed.
Yeah, can we convert our coins?
Yeah. The airships are probably not going to travel to Emnoth like as a leapfrog, just because it's such short distance. But a sailing ship can take you to that, where the river meets the end of the lake, just south of Secot. Take about 24 hours, and just generic rate for a sailing ship is 1 gold piece per day, per person.
And able to bring horses.
Yeah, for an extra gold piece
Okay.
per horse per person.
So would that be like there or just all the way up to the city?
That little like river thing there.
Okay. Okay. We'll come back to the shop and relay the information while everybody's still shopping and converting coins. And is converting coins free?
Yeah.
Alright, might as well handle a little bit of that.
Are you guys buying anything or decide later?
I think Kai needs to decide later. He really wants that sword, but he can't. He doesn't have the funds for it.
Panoply is not looking to shop.
We have a lot of money in the group fund. We have almost 4,000 gold in the group fund. So whatever you're short, we can probably cover.
I have 2,100.
How much was it?
5,000.
Panoply will give you 1,000.
So, okay. That'll put him at 3,100 if the group funds could support that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine taking 2 grand out of the group fund.
But that's up to the group. You don't have to fulfill that.
Arvin, you okay with Fireboy?
Are you okay with the light? It's pretty bright. It can be bright, so I'm told.
Can I just request that if we're in an enclosed space, you get to the far side? And it might not make a difference. I mean, like in daylight, it's not going to matter.
True.
I can shoot from that far away.
And I can use it without it being flaming, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a bonus action, so you have to make sure to... I don't know how many bonus actions you just used to cast your echo.
That, yeah, then I could teleport and stuff with my echo.
I would be fine with it as long as we all keep in mind other people looking for things in the future too.
Of course. What I also could do is repay the group funds. Think of it as like a interest-free loan.
Not a bad idea.
Yep.
It's kind of what I think the fun is there for, right?
I mean, I think, yeah, it's like we add little advantages, like, you know, Arvin sees something cool that would help him out, or you see something, or, I mean, honestly, I think we should discuss paying for some of your components occasionally, just because it benefits all of us.
Totally agree.
Well, next time I'm short, I'll right now the problem isn't money, it's finding enough components. I mean, I could turn around and buy what I just bought again tomorrow if it were all in stock.
How
I'm so
much?
glad arrows are cheap.
How much can I sell my old longsword, the Nahatar? Longsword +1. Uncommon green.
Like 750.
Okay, that helps.
Wait. Roll a d100, and on a 1 through 10, it's a dwarf merchant, and he'll only give you 500.
Oh,
Yep, I know.
Here we go. Wait. Oh, I can't convince a dwarf otherwise.
oh.
All right. It's not a dwarf, it's like a gnome.
Another short dude.
Wait, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. You wanted to roll above a 10.
I kind of want a silvery barb stat.
It's not an ability check. It's just a random.
Okay. I'll sell the longsword. So you said 750.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will need a 1,200 gold loan from the party funds.
How does the flame sword work? Is it always a light? Do you have to use an action?
It's a bonus action to make it light up. You can turn it off again as well.
I have to say, use a bonus action to speak the magic word.
What is the magic word, cousin?
I get to choose.
No.
Oh,
Can we make it something fun?
something really funny.
Do something like Elethos.
Oh God, he'd
Fuck
never.
no.
Make him say it again.
It would never be a flame. I can see more of the Ella. Damn it!
Oh fuck.
Can I ask an out of character question, DM?
Yep.
Is Elethos, is that like True Stone? Is it
I
where you
don't
got the
know.
name from? God, I wish I could see your face sometime.
Gotta see the word while I say it. Alethalathos.
Your sword remains dark.
I can't just name it Stormblaze.
No.
I mean, you can name your sword anything.
I'm
It's not-
okay with making if you're okay with making the secret word Alethalath. Fuck man.
No.
He's DM's on random word generator right now.
All right. Anything else you guys are doing here?
Nope. Just do I see anything interesting if I'm spying around town at night?
I mean, there's a lot of Kaja Conclave members, especially like pilgrims that come through and head west to Night Hollow. Various different groups of merchants from all across the world. Everyone, you do catch like a Valyrian accent here and there.
Do I see any of the Valerian, like marked Valerian people?
Yeah, they look like merchants.
If I go up to one, is there one in light where they're gonna see me? Like I could approach a circle of light somewhere.
Yeah.
Can I? Would you? Hi. I was originally from Valyria, and you sound like you're from there. Do you ever trade in Grimoire?
Merchant definitely looks like eyes you, make sure that you're not a, ill-intended individual. Hi, every once in a while.
Are you heading back there at any point?
Maybe in a few weeks.
Would you carry a message to someone in the city if I asked? Like, I can pay you for whatever that would be.
Suppose it also depends on who the individual is.
Minnow Valanoth?
That's a familiar name. Isn't that one of the council members? Huh. Yeah, that sounds familiar. All right, love. What are you proposing here?
Well, I mean, sorry, I don't really carry around paper and pen, so I'd have to buy that too, I guess. But just to write a short note and have you deliver it whenever you get there.
Sounds good. I mean, should be easy enough. Do 5 gold for a courier service.
Okay, I'll deduct that, and then I will write to you, DM, in spare time my note. And I make my way back to the inn.
So did you buy the flame tongue sword?
I did, and I converted all my silver, everything, deducted it. The panoply deduct 1,000, and I'm borrowing. So that totals up to 3,800 between me and Penny. So I need to borrow 1,200 from the party funds.
Yep, it's already been removed.
And then Kaim will put in a note in the party fund bag. I owe you 1,200.
Don't lose that one. That's a big one.
Well, it's in the bag, so it's with Turxian, I believe. Or
Yep.
wherever we keep the party funds.
All right. The Blade's command word is Tyndall. Tyndal. Get the idea that that might have been the maker.
Sword.
All right. As you all scrounge or make yourself busy around town looking for all the scribing components. Kaim is like a kid in a toy store with weapons. You all sit down to a nice dinner, and Arvin tells you that could take a boat just south of Sekot for 2 gold per person, and it would take 24 hours essentially of sailing, which is a lot quicker than going by foot.
Seems like a pretty good deal.
Ferry service, please.
And you all retire for the night. There we go. As Turxian closes his eyes, you once again get those chaotic visions flowing through your mind. Even though you're asleep and dreaming, you get this sense of your body feels like sick or nauseous. It's just an overwhelming amount of information, and your body literally feels like it's lurching through time and space. You're fairly aware that this is a dream, but it just feels very real, and it seems to always stop around those same moments of this big vortex in the middle, an entity that you believe is the god Prospero, the ultimate archmage, the keeper of knowledge and secrets and lore of this world, the original new god, essentially. And you always see what you believe is to be a young Velranath, the Venator of the Venandi. He has that same red tattoo going across his eye. And that other more pale elf, you'd presume to be a high elf, who bald head, tattoos going across his skull down the back that look like arcane runes. And there's always those individuals around this vortex, along with Prospero and these two archmages. And it's the same thing every time, that it feels like they are pouring their power into this vortex to stop something. And it always happens to where Velverneth does something to not necessarily disrupt it, but almost like save himself, Prospero, and the other individual. And the disciples around the vortex disintegrate into nothing when it happens. This time, though, you recognize one of the disciples as that image you saw when your spellbook sentient form apparated into a scholar or wizard. Which looks just like this.
He was one of those that was saved, or one of the ones that no.
That disintegrated. And it's always at that moment where you hear a voice in your head. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. And every time you wake up, your book is open on the nearby desk where you left it. But it's open to a new page with new spells scribed in. Your silvery barb spell and your banishment spell. And while subconsciously you're pretty sure you knew these spells for the past few days, you don't recall writing them in there. Meanwhile, Kime, you go to bed with your new shiny toy, the Flame Tongue Sword. But you have a really restless sleep. It's like your body is walking through the streets of Ralapa, keeping to the shadows. It's walking. It's walking to the inn that you're staying at, the Filthy Trout Tavern. It slips into the inn. The innkeep looks up and looks that direction and cowers behind the bar, like he just saw a ghost. This vision goes up the stairs, down the hall to your room. Door doesn't open. Your vision just goes through the door. You see yourself. You see that blade that you just bought. It's like disgust. And it looks at the broken hilt by your side. Even more disgust. Anger. Extreme anger. You wake up, and at the base of your bed is your echo, looking at you. But it's different. It's no longer a noble, older gentleman with the same scar that goes across his eye. It's a different being with these blue, glowing eyes. And that's what we're in tonight's session.
He's cute.